Alright, let's see if this works. Cool, cool. Says we're live. Let's just get the chat up here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Mute myself. Now we got the chat. Pop out. Sweet. Alright, hey! Welcome. Got our first guy in. Nope. Alright, so today is a special map making and chill. Today what we're going to be doing is I've got about, let's see, this is my map list for my mod. So we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maps left to get some planets in game here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making, we're going to start with Toydaria here. I'm making as many space maps as possible, that way I can get the Galactic Conquest scenarios populated. So space map name, space Toydaria, planet name, Toydaria, and let me know if y'all can hear me good. I like to make it 20,000 wide. Hey, Volks. Alright, so go to nature. It says here Toydaria is in the mid-rim in hut space. So I like to do, so for outer rim planets, I like to do stars low. Mid-rim planets, I like to do stars medium. And then core planets, I like to do stars high. So this is mid-rim, so we'll do stars medium. And so it looks like Toydaria is kind of like a swampy world. So what we'll do is we've got a couple swamp planet props here. Space prop. We will do swamp, swamp, swamp. So we've got swamp, flat, medium. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, it's pretty swampy. Lots of clouds. I'll delete this. Swamp 1, flat. This one's got like some, it's got like some mountainous areas too. That's kind of cool. Well, let's take a look at Swamp 2. Let's see. I don't really like Swamp 2 all that much. I think we'll go with the first one. Swamp 1. Flat, medium. Yeah, this guy. And we'll put it down negative 3,000. Get some depth here. I gotta find my grip. Oh, get the chat back up. I've finally stopped being a scrub, and I've got 2 monitors now, so it's nice I don't have to have the chat up on my phone to the left of me. I just got my monitor right here. Alright, got my grip. Hey, welcome more folks coming in. Huge fan of the Legends videos, thank you. Hey Zim, I wish someone would play the song Diggy Diggy Hole while I try to dig out effluent lines. Man, I wish I was a dwarf. I liked the Windrose version of that song. Oh shit, what did I do? Fuck, I gotta find my grippy again. There it is. I'll do like some angles here. Because someone wants to be near just like a flat planet. kind of a steep angle, but that's okay. Where'd my grip go? Bear with me here, folks. Just gotta find my grip again. It's not super visible on this model. Where the fuck is my grip? Put it back down, maybe? Nope. Okay, so the center is somewhere over here-ish. So did Quinlan Voss ever interact with Barriss Offee in Star Wars Republic? I don't remember Barriss Offee being in a lot of issues of Star Wars Republic. She had more, actually I kind of like this we got right here. She had more, appearances in, like, the books, like the whole MedStar duology. And then she was in, one of the black and white comic strips. I'm a Toydarian! Mind tricks don't work on me! Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh. I didn't mean to mess with the bloom there. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, so there's a glitch when you move, like, the star background, it adds more stars, but in reality, it's not like that. Yeah, we'll get some redness in the sky there. Are you Boofired191 as well? It's just because you sound a lot like him. No, I'm not, and we actually all did a podcast together. Me, Somraptor, and him did a podcast called the Cantina Roundtable Podcast. You can actually, if you go searching on my page, you'll see it. So we have been in the same virtual room at the same time, so we are not the same person. So it looks like Toydaria has got 3 moons. Does it have any information on those moons? Well, let's see. What's the source for the 3 moons? Clone Wars campaign guide I don't own, so I can't really go check any more about those moons, but I could put 3 moons here for now. Yeah, I was wondering if he still made videos. He's kind of fallen off the face of the earth with us, at least. Objects, space prop, moon. Once I get to it, moon large. Have it out here. Do a moon small, kind of like over here-ish. Make it look like it's sort of further away. We'll have it down a little bit. Speaking of whom, is there any chance you would update Barriss Offee's profile? She's in the approaching storm and other sources she appears in while she has a Padawan herself. She doesn't have a Padawan until the end of the war and the comic strips. Because she gets knighted shortly after the events of the MedStar duology, which end in around 20 BBY. So none of the information I put in that video is incorrect. It could use an update at some point, but I'm more focused on the timeline videos at this exact moment. I'll put this up at like 5,000. Let's do a little bit more. People are just burnt out with Star Wars. Yeah, that's the general consensus I get. Okay. So, now let's get our markers on here, now that we got most of the celestial bodies out of the way. Okay, marker. We'll do space station position. So the way I have things kind of coded in my mod, space stations, which are, you know, they're in the base game, but the space stations I turn into shipyards, and there's only level 1 and level 2 space stations. There's the level 1 space station basically equips to equates to like a frigate shipyard, and the level 2 is a capital shipyard. So most planets only have level 1 space stations. But these orbital special structure positions, these are where, like, in the base game you'll have like the like the gravity well generators and the long range orbital scanners go. But I have it in my mod so you can also to kind of expand the building options, so you could build like Golan defense platforms and Munilance gun platforms and so on and so forth. So that's why it's important I put these on. So like for kind of like a small backwater world like Toydaria, I'm not going to put a whole bunch on. So I'm just going to put 2. But for like major worlds like what do you call it? Like Kuat or Coruscant, they'll have like 3, 4, 5. Put the attacker entry position in this corner here. So this is where, like, if you're attacking the planet, this is where your fleet will enter. You always need 3 attacker entry positions. And the direction of the flag goes in the direction you want the ships to come from. So since I have it pointed this way, all the Star Destroyers and whatnot will come that way. I recently finished the Bane trilogy. I think it may have been overhyped to my taste. I disagree. Path of Destruction is really good. Rule of 2 kind of gets a little meh, but they bring it back together with the third one, which I don't remember why the name escapes me. But no, I definitely think Path of Destruction is probably one of the best written Star Wars books. It's just, you never get a book that's written from like the bad guy's perspective and like makes you actually feel for the bad guy. I need defending position. Just like the whole scenes with like him getting abused by his dad, that really resonated with me, but because I've got similar personal experiences, but it was just like you really felt for the guy. But then you have to remember, oh, he's the bad guy. He's not the good guy. So, you know, I like stuff like that. The audiobook I thought was fantastic. The narrator who narrates the Darth Bane audiobooks isn't like as good as Mark Thompson, but I thought it was a pretty good production. Alright, so we've got all our markers. Yes, Dynasty of Evil. Got all our markers. I think we're going to put some asteroids up in this bitch. So the reason why I'm trying to get all these space maps done before I focus back on ground maps is because once all the space maps are done, I can get planets in game. And space maps they take way less time to make than ground maps. Because they're so simplistic. But at the same time, you can do a lot with them. And, you know, eventually I'll go back, and if I don't like one of the space maps I made, I can change it. But that's stuff I'll find out as I'm playtesting my mod. How do you not get burnt out with Star Wars? I have an expanded universe rock I live under just like Tad does. The library is ever expanding, there's a fridge full of snacks, and the beer is on tap. Pretty much. Yeah, we'll put a couple asteroid fields here. I don't want to, like, do too many asteroids, because it's not like Geonosis, where the whole planet has a huge asteroid ring. Any good comics set during the Clone Wars recommendations? Mostly stick to the novels. Well, Star Wars Republic is everyone's go-to. Those are the last, like 50 or so issues of the 90s Star Wars run. Like around issue like 49 or whatever, they renamed the comic to Star Wars Republic. There's also some tie-in comics from Dark Horse. There's Star Wars Jedi, and there's the couple issues of that are Yoda, Mace Windu, Dooku, and those tie in with the Star Wars Republic. There's also the Clone Wars Adventure comics. Those are pretty good. I think this is enough for Toydaria. Toydaria will be a hut world anyway. It's not like it's going to be a separatist super fortress. Alright. And we got our markers. Yes. Okay, good. Alright, files. Save as space planet Toydaria. It's tricky finding ways to read those comics, however. Legal and reliable ways. You didn't hear it from me, but there's a website called Read Comics Online, and then you just make sure you have a good ad block. Otherwise, you're just going to keep getting pop-ups and little side things with some inappropriate stuff on it. So just have a good ad block, and you can go to Read Comics Online. I don't use that at all, though. I buy all my comics from reputable sources, straight from, make sure every dollar I have goes to Disney. Yes, sir. Oh yeah, Zim says Read Comics Online as well. Okay, Space Planet Toydaria, sweet. Alright. So next we need Troyen. We'll go here to the Wook, see what Troyen looks like. If I remember from the Star Wars Republic comics, Troyen is quite dark. Oh, it's a double planet, isn't it? Troyen is tidally locked so that half the planet is in extreme hot, and the other half... Okay, so it's tidally locked just like Ryloth. Yeah, and they live on a narrow band. Alright, so we're gonna... This picture's not super reliable, so we're gonna go to a website that I can't show you. No, I'm not a robot. Star Wars Republic. Wait, hold on. Which issue is it from? Star Wars 1998, 36, 37, 38, and 39. Star Wars 1998. Bear with me 1 second. I think 36 it started. Bear with me. So yeah, in this panel, Troyen kind of looks a little green. Hold on. 36, 37. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, still looking a little green. I'm trying to find the images of like the ground battle. 37, 38. Hold on. Well, that's yeah, so like the pictures of it on land look kind of deserty. Yeah, and they hold up in this cavern here. Because this is supposed to be like the strip where like half of it is, you know, like that narrow band of twilight where they all live. Because the other one half of it is frozen solid, the other half of it is freaking baked by the sun. Yeah, we might have to do like an arid thing here. Alright, file, new space, Troyen. Troyen. 2,000, or 20,000 rather. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do for Troyen. Maps. Objects. Oh, wait, let's go to nature first. Troyen's in the outer rim, way at the end of the hiding way. So 2 stars low. I want to see if I can find some other images of Troyen on Google. Yeah, all the comics make it look kind of greenish. I think I have the prop I want to use. I'll go to objects, space prop, desert, desert 2 medium. This has some green on it. It's not entirely deserty. And I'll fuck with the sun settings to make it a bit darker. This had negative 3,000. I gotta get my chat up. I've been neglecting the chat. Yep. Discord. Yeah. Oh, chat. That's what I was doing. Tad, when will you make a video on Ferris Olin? I will eventually make a video on Ferris Olin. I want to reread all of the Jedi Quest and Jedi Knight Trial books. All the Jude Watson books again first, though. Right now I'm focusing on the timeline videos. Did I say negative? Oh. We want negative 3,000, not 300. There we go. I love the 2003 Clone Wars micro series, but the backgrounds aren't as great as Genti and other works in Samurai Jacks. Maybe. I haven't finished Samurai Jack. It's one of those things I watched whenever it was on when I was a kid, but I never got to... If you grew up in the era before, like, streaming, there wasn't watching TV shows in chronological order. You would just watch the episodes whenever they came up. So I never actually finished Samurai Jack, nor any of the newer seasons. So let us move Troyen a little bit here. And then let's make it go down a little bit more. Let's make it negative 4,000. Okay, I like that. Talking about the micro series. Looking forward to Luminar Unduli's profile. There's a lot to unpack in other stories. She's a mother figure Barris didn't know she had. Did I not do Luminar Unduli? Eventually I will. Like I said, I've been gotten away a little bit from the biographies just because there are a lot to do, and I'm trying to really get all of my timeline series finished before. Oh, I don't want the fog. I'm trying to get my timeline series finished before my wedding in October. Oh, where'd the sun go? You have the sun over there. Ooh, I kind of like it kind of low. Oh. Let's make it go up a tiny bit more. That's not bad. You should finish Samurai Jack. Season 5 gets super dark since it got moved to Adult Swim. I do want to finish it. I've got all of Season 1 and the movie on DVD. I need to just track down the other seasons. I'm sure I could watch it on a streaming service somewhere. I just don't know which streaming service has it. Sorry, I'm looking. How many moons does Troyen have? Doesn't say. Yeah, I guess there's no moons. Oh well. We'll do, let's get some good, like, nebulas going here, though. Oh, let me get the, chat back up. It's on Max. Okay, I do have Max, so I should be able to watch it sometime. Right now, my fiance and I were, no, I don't like that one. We're going through House of Dragon, The Boys, and then, oh, that's kind of cool. We're trying to finish up, she recently got me into Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I never really cared about back when it was on, because I was kind of young. But, I'm thoroughly enjoying that right now. Let's tilt this shit. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. The stars will get fixed. Like I said, the stars kind of get overpopulated. So, Troyen's kind of like a dead-end world at the end of the Hydian. It's not really super important during the time of the Clone Wars. So we'll do marker. Space station position. Like I said, space stations are where my shipyards will be. And we'll put them like right here. And then we'll have only one orbital special structure. Because like I said, this is a backwater world in the Outer Rim. It's not really important by the time of the Clone Wars. That's like at the very end of the Hydian Way. It was really only important during the Stark Hyperspace War because Stark was just hoarding Bacta, and that was his base of operations. What season of The Boys are you on? We're on the last one. Like, we're still waiting for the next episode to come out. And then House of Dragon comes on tonight, but I won't be able to watch that until Thursday night because she gets home at like 7 o'clock most nights from work, and I just am usually on here doing stuff by that time. It's one of those shows that like we have to watch together. Alright, we'll do attacker entry position over here. Yeah, the boys got a little political, but I still like it. Hold on. God. Oh. Sorry about that. I tried to suppress it as much as I could. Put that there. Right over here. That there. Will it be with Mandalorian vows? I tried. She wouldn't go for it. She wouldn't go for my Hobbit wedding idea either. It's okay. I'm marrying an Arueti, and that's okay. Defending forces position. We'll have the defending forces position kind of come out over this way. Boop. Hello, I'm new. Welcome, Centaur Centaura Gamer Nerd. I got it, don't worry. Okay, so what we'll do, instead of asteroids, because there was a huge space battle here like 10 years before the Clone Wars broke out, what we'll do is we'll go space prop. We'll do some space junk, kind of like remnants of the battle. Place some space junk over here. Some more over here. Get some up this way. And maybe later down the road, I'll get some like consular class Corvette props made, and then we'll have them floating around amongst the space junk. Kind of like give the impression that it's the remnants of the battle. Yeah, Venators didn't exist at the time of the Battle of Troyen during the Stark Hyperspace War. But when I do my Galactic Civil War mod, I'll be doing a lot of I'll be revamping a lot of these maps to kind of be more period accurate. So I'll put some Venator and Acclimator Rex in there. Do the Mandalorians make a wedding in armors without their helmet? Yeah. So let's see if we go to look up Gez Orad. Wedding of Gez Orad and Mirda Gev. As you can see, Mirda and Gez, they're not wearing their helmets when they're taking their vows. The whole not wearing the helmet thing is just a silly Disney invention. I mean, Boba Fett always kind of, he always had a rule about keeping his helmet on, but that's just because he's a lone wolf and a edgelord. But the showrunners decided to make it a whole thing with Mandalorians, even in Disney canon, like you see in Rebels and whatnot, that wasn't a thing. I don't know why they decided to do that. I don't care. Do you like The Mandalorian, or is it too inconsistent with the EU? I don't watch anything that's been produced after 2014. So with me, Star Wars ended at episode 6, and I liked the books, and that's about it. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of making the space junk a bit more like 3D-ish because it's in space. Because if you look at it, like the way it places it automatically, it's just like flat. I want to give some dimension to the space junk here. He looks a lot like Obi-Wan was when he was with Mirta Kev. Yeah, I suppose. Have I watched The Acolyte? No. As I just said, I don't watch anything post 2014. I heard a lot of people weren't happy with it. I just found it ironic how they decanonized the EU because they didn't want people having to read all these books to understand their new shows and movies. And then they make The Acolyte where you have to read all of the High Republic books to understand the show. And I was just like, well, you kind of shot yourself in the foot there, didn't you? I used to be angry, but I just laugh now. I don't care. Yeah, everybody's been telling me to watch Andor. Even the people that know my position, they're like, "Oh man, you gotta watch Andor," and I'm like, I really don't give a shit. I give two shits. I'd rather watch the old Ewoks and Droids cartoons than friggin' watch that. Well, let's do some more space junk. We'll get some like over here-ish. Got like a little guy over here. Little patch. Say if Disney made a Darth Maul movie that retcons twin sons and has him fight Luke, how satisfying would that be? While fans would be disappointed, Filoni would be getting a taste of his own medicine. I don't know what you're talking about. This is all Disney canon stuff that goes way over my head because I don't follow it. Alright, I'm not super happy with Troyen, just mostly because I don't have really a planet that matches it. But maybe in the future I'll get a planet prop that I'm more happy with, but should be okay. So yeah, I got my defending position props, my orbital structure, my space station, attacker entry. I think we're all good. File, save as, space, planet. Oh, sorry, it's flying in my face. Troyen. What is the worst thing about the lore of the sequels from what have you heard? So, the biggest thing that I thought was fucking ridiculous is how they retconned. Well, first in Rogue One, I know they retconned the Death Star to run off of lightsaber crystals. So when they decided, oh fuck it, the whole Star Killer base is Ilum that they just transformed into a super laser. I thought that was absolutely bonkers. All right, let's see what's next on the list. All right, we got Tund, where the infamous sorcerers of Tund are from. It's kind of a deserty world. Radioactive wasteland, jungles, forest, prairies, escarpments, rivers. Don't really have a whole lot of what it looks like on the, Yep, there's a sorcerer of Tund. I think that's a Roker Gipta. Tund became host to the Toon diaspora 45 ABY. It looks pretty luscious and tropical. Oh, you know what? It may have been luscious and tropical by the time of the Clone Wars. Um, yeah, jungles, forests, prairies, escarpment. Roker Gepta, a croak who infiltrated the group to learn its secrets, killed the sorcerers and destroyed Tund with a biological weapon in 5 BBY. Okay, so Tund doesn't look like that. Tund is more uh, tropical during the Clone Wars. So we will reflect that with our map here. What's your next subscriber goal? I've said this once, I will say it many more times. Get me a silver play button or a platinum play button, whatever comes first, and I will show what I look like without my helmet. We'll do a face reveal. I don't... How many... now you got me wondering. How many... what do you call it? How many subscribers do you need to get a silver play button? 100,000. Just get me to 100,000 and I'll do a face reveal. Alright, so we'll go File, New Space, Space Tund. Tund. I have to do about 20,000. Tund is in the, where is it, Outer Rim? Yep, Outer Rim territories. So we'll do stars low. Objects. Space planet. Oop. Space prompt. So yeah, it says historic jungles, forests, prairies, escarpments, rivers. So let's do like a foresty planet. Ooh, Endor. Is this the gas giant? Let's see. No, let's not do Endor. Let's do this one. Forest flat medium. Once my thing loads here. Give me 1 second. Oh, wow. Oh, hey! See you later. Alright. That's cool. Do... Why isn't it? Okay. It's kind of foresty. It's kind of dark. If they brought Legends back, would you give some new canon stuff a chance? I mean, some of the Filoni shows don't look bad. Like, Bad Batch looks kind of good. I mean, like, the animations look way better than they did in Clone Wars. Forest Flat 1 medium? What about this one? This one's kind of cool. Doesn't describe oceans, though. Yeah. Forest Flat 2 medium. Let's try this one out. Ooh, I like this. Let's use this one for Tund. Oh, there's a big hurricane there. Negative 3,000. Thoughts on Kenobi and Vader fighting twice between episodes 3 and 4 in Disney canon? Not surprised that they did that, considering how much of their own lore they break all the time. I love the Revenge of the Sith audiobook. Me too. It is a good audiobook. Yeah. That's kind of steep. I like it. Let's make it go a little bit over here. I'll do -4,000. Right? Yes? Yes. Bring the sun over here. Gotta find out where it is first. Okay, there it is. Where the fuck? Oh, here. Sorry, there's this fly that's annoying me. Move him over here. Watch Star Wars Theory? I've never watched Star Wars Theory. Is that a person, place, thing, show? Let's move the sun up a teensy tiny bit. Oop. How many moons does Tund have? It has 0 moons. Oh, I can't put any moons. That stinks. Do you have a Discord server? Yep, it's for my Patreon folks, though. We were having trouble with a bunch of people just coming in and starting shit, so I kind of put it behind a itty-bitty paywall. But it's like the lowest tier is like $1, and then if you just decide not to re-up, I don't care. I keep you in the server as long as you're not being an asshole. That's how I view things. And the robot won't kick you out, but if it ever does, I would, you just have to message me and I'd put you back in. Where the fuck is markers? Is up here. Star Wars Theory is the most popular Star Wars YouTuber with 3 million subs. Holy crap. Well, I don't watch other Star Wars YouTubers except for my friends, Sombraptor, and Barb's Basement, but he does more Fallout stuff these days. Where is space station position? Here. So Tund is extremely backwater. Let's see. Anything happened during the Clone Wars? Verdant Force Nexus. Dramatic torpedoes. Blah blah blah. Pre-Republic era. Rakata. Inter-Sith Wars. Great Peace in the Republic. Yeah, nothing during the Clone Wars. So this is kind of an unimportant world, so we'll just put one of the structures over here. And we're only going to put one orbital special structure position. We'll have that like here. No, I'm going to have this guy like, oop, where are you? Way over there. Defending forces positions. Oh, let me get my, keep minimizing the chat. Does Galactic Marine armor seen in Revenge of the Sith count as Phase 2 clone snowtrooper armor? We do see some comics, where I think there's some non-Galactic Marines wearing snowtrooper armor, Phase 2 clones. I think it's one of the Darth Vader comics. That'd be post Clone Wars, but yeah, I do believe that's a thing. We'll do attacker entry position. We'll do this down here. When did YouTube start showing ads during live streams? I don't know. I'm getting pretty sick with YouTube's ad crap. Oh. Alright, defending forces position. Yeah, even if you don't monetize your shit, they'll still put ads in the middle of your streams. It's kind of shifty, if you ask me. Oh, just put it at 0. Cool. It's the defending forces position. Let's get a pretty background. Oh, purple's cool. Yeah, it says star backdrop green, but it's all messed up. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Oh, it looks kind of cut off there. Maybe we'll hide it behind the planet. There we go. Now you can't see that it's cut off. What did the Death Star run on in Legends? A giant-ass hypermatter reactor. I should do a technical breakdown of the Death Star at some point, but that's going to be a long-ass video. But yes, long answer short, it runs on a giant-ass hypermatter reactor. A lot of the ships in Star Wars run on hypermatter reactors. What hypermatter is I don't know, but I think they get it from hyperspace. We'll do a couple nebulas in here. How about that? Space prop. Hey man, I've been looking an answer for this question for ages. I'm sure you know the answer. Is there a definitive armor set for Legends Phase 2 ARC Troopers? We only ever see one Phase 2 ARC Trooper in Legends. And that's Alpha 17. Oh, it's not going to show me on Wikipedia. Alpha 17 Phase 2. But basically, this is what Phase 2 armor, ARC Trooper armor looks like in Legends. It's just like Phase 1, but with a Phase 2 helmet, and they keep the color scheme. I don't even think he has the rangefinder. Oh, somebody did a oh no, it's a figure. Oh, that's a cool figure. But yeah, that's the only reference we have for a Phase 2 ARC Trooper in Legends. You would love Jensari 1 as he Yeah, I do love Jensari 1. He actually subscribes to me. If he's ever watching, I'd love to collaborate sometime. But I don't focus a lot on like the he's more into like the force users and like the martial arts of the different lightsaber forms. Where I'm more into the different blasters, equipment, armor, tech, units, and stuff like that. I'm more into like the non-force using side of the galaxy. Where is Nebula? Okay, we'll do Nebula large. Like a couple nebulas up in here. Not a huge whole lot. Enough to make some obstacles. Have you seen the Batman versus Darth Vader video? And what are your thoughts on it? I don't know what you're talking about. I was unaware there was a video with Batman versus Darth Vader. Technology of Star Wars is fun to read about. Yes, it is. What I like about like Star Wars technology versus like Star Trek or some of the other like really hard sci-fi is that it doesn't really go into too much explaining like, oh, this is how this works, blah blah blah. It's just like, oh, this is a repulsor. It makes it so it goes, it's anti-grav. Oh, this is a hypermatter reactor. It's basically a nuclear reactor on steroids. Alright, cool. Well, let's call it for this one. Save as space planet Tund. Alright. Just gonna knock this one off. Alright, next up we got Tithe. So Tithe is Obi-Wan and Anakin's last battle before they go to Coruscant in the Labyrinth of Evil book. Just says it's a desert planet. So I headcanon Tithe to be that that planet that they're... Let's see, if we go to unidentified planet, shielded city. So I headcanon this battle from the micro series as the Battle of Tithe because it takes place right before the Battle of Nelvon, which chronologically it would have to fit within, to make it fit. So it's kind of like a rocky, deserty world, but it's pretty rainy too. So we're gonna have to find a planet that fits that. But if we go back to Tithe, I don't have anything about moons or anything, so we'll just make up some shit. Boop. File, new space, space, Tithe, Tithe, 20,000. Tithe, I know for a fact, is in the way, way outer rim. So we'll do stars low. Now we just gotta figure out what the fuck to use for a planet prop. Oop, sorry, I was getting the chat back up. I always liked how bark armor was how they were supposed to look due to a few non-bark troopers wearing it, like Triton Squad. Yeah, Captain Fordo has some bark trooper armor. So the thing with the ARC troopers, by the end of the war, a lot of them had either died out or deserted. And the clone shadow troopers were what kind of took their place. I don't know what to do for the desert. Maybe this one? Yeah, we could kind of use this one as Tithe. And we'll just kind of darken it up a bit. Have you collected any custom Star Wars prop replicas? No, but I've made my own. I've got Fordo's DC-17 suppressed blaster pistols. And then a friend of mine got me a DC-17M interchangeable weapon system that I have yet... I started sanding it and everything, but I haven't had a chance to put it together. 3,000. Nope. Negative 3,000 is what I meant. This will serve our purposes enough. It doesn't have a whole lot of like imagery associated with it, but like I said, I'll make it a bit darker. Where is my grip? Had this problem at the beginning of the stream. Arcs were basically the Spartan 2s in Star Wars Legends then. Kind of. Well, Karen Travis, who writes for the Halo books, wrote a lot of the lore about ARC troopers, so that would make sense. Where the fuck did I put the grip? Okay, here it is. Move this back to where I had it. Move that kind of towards the edge a little bit there. Oh, oh, that's kind of cool. I love the Republic Commandos. My favorite part was when Delta Squad saw Grievous. He gave off a lot of Vader vibes in that short cameo. Yeah, back when General Grievous was cool. So Tithe is kind of an important fortress world. Dooku uses it as a diversion to divert Anakin and Obi-Wan from Coruscant. So we'll do... Let's get my marker up in here. And it says, it didn't say anything about moons, so I'll add my own moons. I find it weird that both Legends and New Canon the Empire still used clone troopers post-19 BBY. They used clone troopers up until... I mean, Thrawn kind of revived the use of clone troopers. They were still using them, like, up till after the Galactic Civil War ended. Space station position. Have him over here. Oh, let's fuck with the sun. While we're at it. There we go. It's a little bit... The planet looks a little bit darker, not super bright. I like that. Multi-template clones. Are you going to make any more videos for the Fordo channel? Your videos, they were really well made. Not really, because, like I said, a lot of those videos were for, they were kind of like ranty. And I've been trying to, like, not be as angry. And, you know, focus on things I actually like. There's a lot of shit in my life that just makes me really angry. So when I'm focusing on, like, making my videos and stuff, I want to focus on stuff that I like. Not stuff that's just gonna piss me off. Let's get some moons up in this bitch. We'll do like 2 moons. That seems like a cool amount of like alien moons. Let's put this guy like out here. Let's bring him down a bit. Let's make him like a -1,000. Oh, that wasn't a long distance. Let's do like -25,000. Or 2,500. Have you played any of the Halo games? I've played 2, 3, and Reach. I haven't played Combat Evolved. Haven't played 4 or 5 or Infinite. I've read a lot of the books though. Well, by a lot I mean like 3. Let's bring this moon up a little bit. Yeah, that's cool. I don't like how the Empire immediately replaced the clones in Disney canon as seen in Bad Batch. Yeah, it's more gradual in the expanded universe. I think we're gonna do 3 orbital structures here, because this is this planet will also be like a objective for the one of the Galactic Conquest scenarios. So there's 3 main story Galactic Conquest scenarios, each taking place during one of the years of the Clone Wars, and then the final one This will obviously, Tithe being, excuse me, shortly before the Battle of Coruscant, will be one of the objectives to win the campaign. So we'll do 3 orbital special structures. This way the defender can build like 3 Golan stations or meaningless gun platforms or so on and so forth. So basically the lore with Tithe is it started out as this very unimportant planetoid, went bankrupt, and there's a connection to the building that Palpatine sort of rents out in the works. You see it in Attack of the Clones when Dooku's, landing in his secret lair on Coruscant. That building used to belong to Merge Power, which was based on Tithe. So that's the connection there. But basically, Tithe was this unimportant world that basically went bankrupt after Merge went bankrupt, and then Dooku kind of took it to distract Obi-Wan and Anakin's fleets so that they were away from Coruscant a little bit longer so Grievous could launch his assault. Defending forces position. Put you guys like over here. I don't want them coming through the planet, so we'll point them like this way. C, Control V, Control V. You've made a good choice avoiding 4 and 5. I'm guessing that was to the Halo games. It's already confirmed that the prequel trilogy novelizations and original trilogy novelizations part of George Lucas's canon because he had a hand in it. Same goes for the comics. And I like how the novelizations, they'll put in some stuff from the deleted scenes in there. Like all of the Petition of the 2000 stuff. So let's do some more space junk. I know I already kind of did it with Troyen. We'll add some space junk up in here. Not saying the criticism for Disney canon isn't warranted. It just seems that all Star Wars channels make negative content for views. Possibly, I don't know. Like I said, I try not to talk a lot about it because I don't. One, I don't want to like be pissed off all the time. Oh, already took the trash out. And 2, I don't watch it, so I don't really know anything about it. What was I looking for? Space junk. Camino, Mustafar, Naboo, Nebula. Space junk. Because there was a battle here. And then, so basically Dooku led a force to take this planet, prompting Obi-Wan and Anakin to bring the Open Circle fleet to retake it. If I remember correctly from the novel, Dooku uses like a force projection or something, and he's really wasn't on the planet at all the entire time, and was with Grievous on the invisible hand. Just why Obi-Wan and Anakin were sort of surprised to see him in Revenge of the Sith. I said not a whole lot of space junk, but a little bit. I was thinking about writing a Samurai Jacket 2003 Clone Wars crossover mainly because they shared Tartakovsky's art style. Not sure if I should. It was kind of a missed opportunity on his part to not have like a Samurai Jack, Jedi character in there, even if it's just like in the background. Which clone commando squad is best? Well, that's hands down, it's Delta Squad. Delta Squad is the best. They're one of the few squads that survived the Battle of Geonosis. Because a lot of the squads after Geonosis were made up of remnants of other squads. Like, for example, Omega's squad. Darman, I think, was from, like, Theta squad. I don't remember where Niner was from, but I think Niner and one of the other guys were from the same squad. But yeah, Delta squad all the way. I mean, you could make arguments for other squads, and you could be like, oh, I mean, you know, that's kind of, you know, Delta squad got all the screen time, but it just objectively, Delta squad is the best. Hold on. Sorry, I was getting a call, just texting her back. Just let her know that I was streaming. Okay, I'm back. What space battle are you planning for Empire at War? Well, this one is Tithe. I don't really know what the question you're asking is. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. No, I think this kind of does it for Tithe. File, save as, space, planet, Tithe. Oh no, my phone went dead, so I left the stream. What have I missed? Oh, nothing much. Just chatting and did a couple planets. Tithe is done. Did Captain Rex exist in Legends pre-TCW? Captain Rex is based on Alpha 17. And he originally was going to be Alpha 17, but allegedly George didn't like the fact that it was Anakin, Ahsoka, R2, and Alpha, so he changed it to Rex. That's kind of why Rex, despite being a normal clone trooper captain, looks and acts like an ARC trooper, because he was originally supposed to be Alpha 17. New space. Alright, what's the next one? Alright, Umbara. I think I need a custom model for Umbara, so I might not be able to do it today. Umbara. Now, this is what Umbara looked like in TCW. So let's see if we go to history. Let's look at like 2008. So we'll do 250. 2020, 2018, 2009, 2007. I think the Umbara episodes came out in like 2010. So we'll go to like 2008. Oh, they don't have a picture for Umbara before the show. Let's do 2009. Motherfucker. $2010. Oh man. 2011. Yeah, this is the time the Umbaran episodes. Shit. Let's look up. I'm gonna get all TCW. But let's see if anybody else out there has any images of what it looked like pre-TCW. So I'm gonna need a special prop. That can't be real. No, that's not right. Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to make like a special Umbara prop. Just reskin one of the props I have the permission to use. Oh well. So we'll skip Umbara for now. We'll do Vandos. I believe this is from the General Grievous comics. Okay, yes. So this is just another unassuming desert world. Doesn't say anything about moons or anything, so we can have fun with this. Space Vandos. Vandos. 2000. Let me just check my text. Okay, so Vandos is in the outer rim. So like with the other ones, let's do Sky Dome. Oh, stars low, not medium. It's another unassuming desert world, but it looks a bit more orangey than yellowy. So we'll do like Geonosis or something. We'll use that for the thing. Did you see my last @tad? Ah, no, sorry, I was looking. I was doing some stuff. What was your last @zim? Oh, I'm not going up all through that stuff. Crook. Okay, last question I answered was the Rex one. Okay, they're talking about TCW. When can I play Empire at War and this mod too? You could play Star Wars Empire at War whenever you want. It's on Steam for like 20 bucks. It might even be cheaper because there's a summer sale going on right now. This mod, whenever I finish it, you'll be able to play it. I like how the EU did a better job handling the clone commandos, especially letting them have free will. Geonosis. Geonosis flat medium. We'll use this one for Vandos. Because from the comic it looked kind of orangey. 3,000. Thoughts on Barris Ophi becoming an Inquisitor during Order 66, but then leaving and becoming a healer in Disney? What the fuck? They just don't want to leave her butchered character alone, do they? God, I hate Dave Filoni. This is why I don't do anything on the Captain Fordo channel anymore, because I just see things that make me mad. There we go. Vandos is kind of an unimportant world, but we'll give it 2 orbital structure positions. Oh, it doesn't say it has any moons, but I'll give it some moons too. Do marker. People are talking about stuff. Where is space station position? I'm gonna put it kind of in the middle-ish here. Oh, I also want to move the sun. Where the fuck is the sun? Alright, it's all the way behind the planet. Let's make it like over there. That's kind of cool. It's not just Barasafi who's butchered. Scorch is guilty of the same thing. What the fuck they do to Scorch? I know he was in Bad Batch briefly. Yo, is this the way? God damn it. Real Mandoade say, oh yeah! Back to markers. Need orbital special structures. I mentioned that your character's dad, Jace Larkin, has appeared in my story. He's in the middle of wooing a psychosis-free Arlafet. Interesting. We'll do one special structure position. There, you can build 2 Golan platforms there. Kind of move this a bit closer to the Golans. We'll do an attacker entry position in this corner over here. And I think I'll do some nebulas instead of space junk or asteroids, because if I do asteroids, it's going to look too much similar to the actual Geonosis map, which we do not want. With Scorch, he just stood around. Is that all he did? Dave Filoni just literally takes pre-existing stories, slightly alters them, slaps a wolf and Ahsoka on it, and everybody eats it up. Sounds about right. Gotta go. I'll be back. See you later, Finn Mertens. Hopefully I'll still be here when you're back. Alright, we'll do defending forces position. Trying to do a good balance of actually map editing and also answering chat questions. Another thing about the Patreon for folks who were asking earlier, I try to go in there and do stuff like this too, so people can chat with me a bit more personally as well. So that's stuff to look forward to. Let's see. Forces position, that's cool. Attacker entry positions over there. I'm gonna move this guy back a little bit more actually. And we'll put some nebulas up in here. Didn't they kill a member of Delta Squad in Bad Batch? Oh, I don't know, I didn't watch it. Space prop, sorry, just answering text super duper quick, or at least just seeing what it was. Sorry, just answering a quick text. Alright, I'm back. Have you ever lucid dreamed? Or you were aware you were dreaming? No, I don't have dreams anymore. I take drugs to go to bed. I've seen too much shit to want to have dreams. Nebula is what I was looking for. That was a way out of their question. I wasn't laughing at you. I was just laughing because the question was just way out there. We'll do some medium-sized nebulas, and we'll make some globbies. Not like a whole lot of globbies. This is where, okay, that's where the defenders are. Do like some back here as well. go. Okay, still talking about. Still cross chats there. Just doing my check there. Oh yeah, we gotta add some moons to this bitch. To the chat and Tad, have you ever seen edits of Woody in Red Dead Redemption 2 and Buzz Lightyear in Mass Effect? They're on YouTube. And wow, they are epic. I've seen a few, like with like Mr. Bean in Fallout and stuff like that. They're pretty funny. Darth Jar Jar Studios does a lot of funny edits too. Cool. That's good. Alright, we got some nebulae. I think that's the plural for nebula. Instead of just doing regular moons, why don't we do, like, here? Why don't we get, like, some planets to be the moons here? Here, we'll do this Tatooine backdrop. Kind of put out in the distance over here. And we'll do like a regular moon too. Newt Gunray by Jar Jar Studios is pretty dope. Yeah, that's my favorite one. Have you seen the official Darth Jar Jar Lego figure now? Yeah, so I kind of want the Dark Falcon just because it has light side Darth Vader in it from the Star Wars Tales comics. And I was stoked that it was like, oh yes, another EU figure. I think there was an R2-D2 Ultimate Collector's series that came with Malik. I wanted to get that too. My problem with Legos is I used to be an avid collector as a child, but as an adult, I have no bloody space for them. And they're also just so expensive. I remember being a kid and thinking that a $25 Lego set was expensive. Little did I know, like a friggin' there'd be $600 sets. I'm looking for Moon. That's what I was looking for. Moon small. Put this back here. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that looks spacey. And we'll not put a nebula backdrop on this one. It looks kind of cool with the plane and then the planets in the background. I thought the white Darth Vader costume was featured in Star Wars Infinity. I meant Infinities. Tales, Infinities, same thing. It's not the same thing. Some of the Tales comics are canon. What is your opinion on Ichani? I think the Sun Guard are pretty cool, but my only real exposure to them is in the Darth Plagueis novel. Because Darth Plagueis uses them as his personal guards. What map are we working on here? Vandos. Space, planet, Vandos. Alright. We can knock this guy off. Oh, I already did. Oops. Okay. So we already did Vajun. Next is Zagoba, which I believe is another swamp world. Zagoba. That's kind of nondescript. Fungi, forest, swamps, mountain, jungles, deserts. So we'll just do a generic swamp world for this one. The Zampster race. I thought that said something else. Gotta get off the internet. File, we already saved. We'll do new space. Zagoba. Zagoba. Another swamp world. Interesting. That's like that Office meme with the... I wonder why they named it Zagoba. Maybe it's like Dagobah. Sounds like Dagobah. Maybe that's why they named it Zagoba. That's in the outer rim, so we'll keep it stars low. Oh shoot, let me get the chat back up. And I also just gotta answer a text super duper quick. No, okay. You have to be careful when you're dreaming. It's almost like going outside of your dream space. What? Everybody's talking about lucid dreaming. Let's see. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 8. We'll do... let's see. Objects. Space prop. No joke, I got an ad 4 seconds after another ad in the same video. Yeah, I'm so sick of the fucking ads. Even when I don't monetize, it puts on ads. Let's see. What am I looking for? Swamp. That's kind of all the way at the bottom. I saw a swamp world earlier. I think it was Swamp 2. And I kind of want to use... No, it wasn't Swamp 2. It might be Swamp 1. Swamp 1, medium, flat. It's got a big hurricane in the way, but other than that, this looks good. Negative 3,000. So Zagoba was a site of a battle in the old Young Boba Fett books. I think it's a fortress world. Let's see. Let's see. Conquered by the Confederacy of Independent Systems. There was a CIS buildup on the world headed by Wat Tambor. So yeah, they turned it into a fortress world. At the same time, the Iron Knight. Oh, that's cool. I don't remember there being Iron Knights in the Boba Fett, but I have to read those books again. Killed in a duel with General Grievous on the planet. Okay. So this is a fortress world, so we're gonna do shit tons of orbital special structures. This Big Daddy Wat Tambor wanted to get some military buildup. If they bring back Legends, I'd preferably want a Force Unleashed 3 game, but I'd settle for a novel. Force Unleashed kinda is fucky with the lore anyway. That's cool. How many moons does Zagoba have? Oh. Looks like Zagoba has 3 moons. It doesn't have any info on those moons. Let's see. George Lucas could have included the ROTJ novel scene, possible deleted scene where he was probing Luke's mind and starts to piss off Luke in the final cut of the movie. What? I don't know what you're talking about there. It's like going to the 5th dimension. I can't describe it. Oh, okay. More lucid dreaming. Yeah, like I said, Force Unleashed kind of fucks with some of the lore a bit. Like I said, with Palpatine meeting and knowing that Organa was like one of the rebel leaders, kind of really puts a giant hole as to why he didn't just send death commandos every day to Alderaan to kill off Organa. um, oh yeah, moons. We'll do desert backdrop. Well, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we'll do like a desert moon. Like I said, let's do some different-y kind of moons. That's pretty far away. We can do like maybe a foresty moon, or I'll do like a water moon. Let's have this a bit lower, actually. Do like negative 1500. Oh, not 15,000. Manda-LORE, is it possible that Bail was in hiding from Alderaan? Except Leia pretends to renounce her father? They never really explained anything before, the buyout. You could potentially headcanon hundreds of different scenarios, but at the end of the day, it's like, why didn't Palpatine just keep sending death commandos after him? Or be more Vader. Let's just do a regular moon now. We'll do moon large. How big is that? I want it to be slightly smaller than that Camino prop I'm using. I can make it further away. Yeah, that works. I'll have it up here a bit more. Yeah, that's cool. And let's get some backdrops. Let's see. That's a little red for my taste. It could work. Actually, I kind of like that. Alright, we'll do... Okay, let's move back to markers. Now, speaking of cloning, anybody seen the animated Dark Empire on YouTube? They took dialogue from the radio play version. It's pretty cool. So far, only 3 episodes. I only saw the first one. I'm glad they got more episodes out. Space station position. Like I said, since Zagoba's kind of a fortress world, let's do this. Let's have space station here. In the middle. Surrounded by orbital special structures, which will be the different goal end stations. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll do defending forces position over here. See. Move this. Kind of like right there. Works. Cool. I love Dark Empire. It might be weird with Palpatine being alive, but I like the grittiness and realistic, except Palpatine being alive. I have no problem with them bringing back Palpatine. At least they explained it. defending. Nope, we want attacker entry position. Have them enter in the corner here again. I might move this goal in a little bit because I don't want them getting fire as soon as they come in. And this is gonna be like a huge battlefield zone. So I probably won't be putting a whole bunch of stuff here. Because it's already going to be taking a lot. Because these look small, but when you build a goal and defense platform here, it's like pretty much like this square footprint. How do you keep track of all of the lore? Some of it I remember off the top of my head. Some of it I have to go, refresh myself. And then there's still stuff I haven't read about the EU that I'm still discovering. So, space, planet, Zoba. Save. Alright. Looks like Zaja's all set. So we did Yaga Duel. Now we gotta go to Yaga Minor. We're so close to being finished with the space maps. Thoughts on Ahsoka still being alive after ROTJ in Disney canon? I never wanted Ahsoka to exist in the first place, so I don't care. This looks like Yaga Minor is just a generic temperate world. Caves, forests, mountains. So I'll just do like a generic forest planet. Hey, Autotech, how's it going? So I'll do file, new space, space Yaga Minor. Yaga Minor. Do you watch Doctor Who? Because I remember you mentioned it on the other channel. I have watched a few seasons of Doctor Who. Mostly the Matt Smith and David Tennant seasons. I haven't seen any of the other ones. But I thoroughly enjoyed them. I didn't like religiously watch them. It was one of those things like when I was like in my early 20s, before work, I'd catch it on BBC before work. Around like 8 o'clock in the morning. BBC America, but see, Yaga Minor's in the outer rim, stars low. Sorry you guys can't see any of the other star backdrops, because these are all just outer rim territories. Props. Base prop. We want forest. I think I found a forest one earlier that I liked and ended up not using. Yes, it was this one. And this one we will use for Yaga Minor. Negative 3,000. Do I like Marvel or DC? I don't really care for either of them. I'm not into superheroes. They just don't tickle my fancy. Let's do more of a dramatic one on this end. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It's kind of going through the stars a little bit, though. Sorry, I'm looking for my grip again. get a grip. So I ended up moving it too far back. God damn it, I moved it too far back again. At least I know where my grip is. Kind of, yes. Still a little close for comfort. Move it back a little bit more-ish. Yes, I like that. That works. Let's fuck with our sun settings. First, I like to put it down to like 0 just so I could figure out where the hell it is. Okay, it's not behind the planet. But I'd like to move it over a little bit. This way. There. That's cool. Favorite non-Star Wars cartoons? Well, I can quote pretty much the entirety of the first 5 seasons of SpongeBob. So I'm a pretty big, I guess I'd consider myself a pretty big SpongeBob fan. I'm trying to figure out where to put my space station. I think I'll put it right here. Trying to think of what other cartoons I like. I mean, I liked Angry Beavers, Ed, Edd and Eddy. I was pretty much like a Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network kid. There was like 1 or 2 shows on Disney Channel I liked. Dave the Barbarian. And that's really the only one I can remember. Oh, I liked Kim Possible a little bit too. But mostly Dave the Barbarian. Oh, this isn't markers. Duh. But yeah, there's a bunch of shows I liked. And to really kind of point out my favorite, I don't know. I don't think I could. It's almost like it depends on the sort of day thing. Loved Hey Arnold, I loved Rugrats. I think it'd be easier to name cartoons I didn't like. I tried to get on board with Danny Phantom. I wasn't super duper invested. Looks like Yaga Minor has some shipyards. Oh yeah, Invader Zim was awesome. Oh, yeah, I forgot Metalocalypse. I do love Metalocalypse. That's more of like an adult cartoon. I was thinking more of like cartoons when I was younger. But for adult cartoons, I really liked Metalocalypse, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and Squidbillies, actually, I really liked too. So it looks like Yaga Minor has some shipyards. So I'm going to have to put some shipyards in here as background props. Oh, fuck yes, Rocket Power and Dexter's Lab. Adventure Time was a bit after my time. Adventure Time kind of came out when I was in, like, high school, late high school. I've seen some clips from Adventure Time that I think are pretty funny. Like, I like the lemon guy. I think he's pretty cool. Or funny, rather. But, I haven't seen, like, a full episode of Adventure Time. Oh, shit! Codename Kids Next Door! Yes, that was my jam. I loved that one. Ben 10 was another one of those shows that came out, like, when I was, like, later in high school, not really watching a whole lot of cartoons anymore. It wasn't like one of those things like, oh, I'm too old for cartoons. It was just like, I didn't really capture my interest. I was reading more than I was watching things. Regular show, it's same with Ben 10 and Adventure Time. Kind of came out after my time. Never watched it. It looks funny. Attacker entry position. Put this way. But yeah, cartoons I didn't like. Cow and Chicken kind of wigged me out. And then... No, I liked Real Monsters. I'm trying to think of ones I didn't like. The later seasons of Fairly Odd Parents, I kind of fell off of. I don't know, it just kind of got stupid for me. Like the humor got a little too stupid for me. Phineas and Ferb is another one of those that like came out when I was in high school that I just wasn't watching cartoons at the time. And like I said, the Disney Channel, Disney show. Wow. I didn't really watch a lot of Disney Channel. Like I said, I was a Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon kid. Oh shit, yeah, Courage and Cat Dog too. I liked Cat Dog. I guess there wasn't a whole lot of cartoons I didn't like. I loved Johnny Bravo. Definitely couldn't get made today. I loved Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So I remember watching like the reruns of like the old 60s Scooby-Doo that they would do. Those ones kind of bored me, but I liked the Scooby-Doo movies. Like the ones with the vampire chicks and the alien one was my favorite. I liked the Scooby-Doo animated movies and the live action movie too. Alright, we need to get some shipyards up in this bitch. Oh, Wild Thornberries? Yeah, I liked Wild Thornberries. Amazing World of Gumball. I think that was another one of those ones that came out when I was in high school and I wasn't really watching a whole lot of cartoons or TV in general. I've never even heard of Zombie Island. I think of, when you say Zombie Island, I think of the Dead Island games. Empire Starbase Station, Mineral Extractor, Empire Dock. I want Empire Dock prop only. I have to see where that is. Hold on, I'm having trouble finding a prop. So let me just save this first. Save as Space Planet Yaga Minor. Oh, my head's starting to hurt. Sorry, I was just answering a text. Space Planet Yaga Minor, save. I think Rothana had the prop I was looking for. Do Space Planet. Where's Rothana? Okay. So it's prop only Empire Dock large. Okay. So that's near the Roxas Prime area. Okay, so we'll go back to Yaga Minor here. Zombie Island is a Scooby-Doo movie. I don't think I saw that one. I saw the alien one and I saw the one with the vampire chicks. And those are the only two I remember. So we need a space prop. Prop only Empire Dock large. And Yaga Minor was Republic loyal, but I don't think I'm gonna put any ships on it. Let's see, match these guys up. And then I'll put these on a lower layer. We'll do like negative 1500. Sounds good. Have you listened to Star Killer by Bear Ghost? I don't know what that is. I need to rewatch the Ewoks and Droids cartoons. Back on my old Discord server, we were doing like a whole watch through with all the Patreon exclusive folks. I gotta start that up again. We'll do like a 3 dock on this one. How about that? Three dock. Ow! So it just kind of breaks up the monotony a bit of just like random little orbital shipyards. Do you remember Shaggy from the Clone Wars cartoon? Yep, I had a little video about him. Okay, I'll sync these guys at negative 1500 as well. Oh. Star Killer is a song by the band Bear Ghost. I've never heard of Bear Ghost. Yep, people are already launching off fireworks. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sun's not even down where I'm living yet. I'll do just a singular one there. Singular one here. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do another double. Anybody have any fun 4th of July plans? I have the 4th off from work, but not the 5th. So all my plans are on the weekend. Negative 1500. Hoping the new Bounty Hunter remaster to be good for them to keep the Open Seasons comic. Yeah, I remember that used to be like a little bonus for beating the game. Or as you beat different levels of the game, you'd unlock more chapters. Is that it? I believe so. Alright, we'll put some space junk obstacles up in here too. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just turning on my AC super quick. BRB. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, it was stifling in here. Plan to eat breakfast. Plan to eat dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner. Sounds like a good plan. I got a little shindig that I'm going to that my friends plan every year, so that's gonna be my plan I'm doing for the Saturday. Not a whole lot of space junk, but just enough to be appropriate for a shipyard world. My family can't afford fireworks, just gonna be another day. Yeah, but you can go see other people's fireworks. And a lot of towns, they'll just do free fireworks you can go to. There's a bunch of towns near me that do free fireworks. Is everybody else doing okay with the stream? Let me just make sure it's working for me here. Yeah, it seems live for me. So, hold on, kitty. No. We'll do the pop-out chat back again. Yo, Mandalore, just saw an upcoming game called Expedition 33. Looks amazing so far. That's cool. What's it about? What if you did Mandalorian fireworks? I feel like Mandalorian fireworks would just be flak cannon and actual projectiles. I got my cat all up on me. Hey, honey. You can't be on my keyboard. I need it. Just keep getting this space junk. Mia, honey, you can't do this right now. Okay, that's good, good. Stop moving my mouse. My cat's moving my mouse. Mwah! You can go, baby. Alright, get the space junk here situated. And then I gotta add a moon and some backdrops. I prefer cats, but I have a dog. He's a 6-year-old Shiba Inu named Django. You seem to play what looks like a team of swashbucklers, but you're trying to stop a serial killer called the Paintress. She paints her victims and writes numbers to determine the age at which said victims die. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so wait, back to Yaga Minor. How many moons does Yaga Minor have? 1. So let's just do 1 moon. We'll have him out here. But I want him up a little bit. Let's do like 4,000? Nah, let's do like 9,000. It's over 9,000! Oh shoot, one of my orbital special structure positions needs to not be down there. So we got our Mune. We should do a back drop because last couple planets didn't have one. How do we feel about... Oh, this one's kind of cool. We'll do this guy. Rainbow. We'll move him out this way here. I want the nebula on the other side. Oops, shit. Fuck. I accidentally screwed with the blue. I want the other side kind of hidden behind the planet. There we go. There we go. I like that. Alright, I think that calls it for Yaga Minor. File. Save as. Base. Planet. Yaga Minor. Get the chat back up here. Oh yeah, it's still talking about Expedition 33. Alright, so we can cross off Yaga Minor now. So now we need Yinchor. I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. Yinchor Legends. Yep, rocky deserts, small seas. Looks kind of Geonosis-y. New essential names and Yubakor as moons of Yinchor, while Jedi Axe counts that there were separate planets. Oh, so they don't talk about the moons. But yeah, this is where the Yinchori are from. Homeworld of the Yinchori species. So it just says desert, but I don't think it used to be a desert. But I think it became a desert in like the early Republic comics, so yeah. I'll just make it a desert world for now. File, new space. Sure, I spell it correctly. Yinchor. Yinchor. Hold on, super quick, just answering a text. Okay. 2000. Nature, we'll do Yinshore is in the expansion region, so we'll do stars medium. So it's another like orangey sort of desert planet, so we'll just use the Geonosis backdrop again. The thing when you have like 280 something planets in your mod, a lot of the space maps are gonna start to kind of look the same. So I'm trying to keep things as as much as like diverse as I can. Is there going to be Chiss Ascendancy in this mod? No, because it takes place during the Clone Wars, and the Chiss Ascendancy was not discovered by the Republic at this time. I think Palpatine knew of their existence, but no serious contact was made. I know there were a few smugglers that, found Thrawn and everything, but, oh, where is Geonosis? The Ascendancy definitely existed, but it just doesn't, it's not important. Where the fuck did I see Geonosis? Geonosis flat medium. Oh my god, people are blowing me up today. I miss Star Wars writers valuing continuity. Yeah, me too. They stopped doing that long before the buyout, though. Now I gotta find micropiece for this one. Oh man, I'm sorry you guys are just watching me try to find the grip on this prop. Thoughts on Anakin no longer being the first person born without a father? They actually did that? They made a new chosen one in this show? They'll probably do the thing where the chosen one is a thing that's always been and it's just passed down. Just like the Skywalker thing. Because they don't know how to fucking write. Where the fuck is my goddamn grip for this prop? Edit, undo. Why am I having such trouble? Okay, here's the grip. That angle was fucking perfect. I'll never get that back. Is that good? Okay, that's good. It's out of the way. Okay, so the sun is behind the planet. That's brilliant. We'll bring it over here. 2 witches created 4 sensitive twins, just out of nowhere. And yet Palpatine... Doesn't that thing kind of negate the whole Darth Plagueis the Wise thing? Trying to create life. They're fucking with G-Canon at that point. Anakin is technically the chosen one. Although I think Luke does more of the work. If someone were to argue with me that Luke is the chosen one, I don't think I could disagree on principle. Realistically, what are the chances of a Legends comic coming back now? I'm not sure if I asked this question before. Slim to none. At this point, they just want it buried and gone. Yinchor. Sorry, I'm trying to look see how many moons Yinchor has. The Yinchori system has a lot of habitable worlds, which is kind of unusual. Usually, Corellia is the one that has like the most habitable worlds, and then a lot of other systems have like one or two tops. Um, we'll do like a swamp planet. Oh, actually, I wonder if there's a Dagobah backdrop. Yeah. Because there's 3 habitable planets within the Inchori system, and some of the sources, like the secondary sources, get confused and name them as moons. But I think it'd be cool to include some of them. So yeah, one's a jungle. One was kind of swampy. Oh, this one, oh, there's a gas giant. Yubik-Kakoror. Man, lots of Yinchori systems are uninhabitable. So if I could find a yellow gas giant. Gas giant silver, yellow. Do they have a yellow sphere? Okay. Put this guy all the way down here. I'm sorry, I'm missing the chat. Do you think Abeloth would be a good EU sequel trilogy main antagonist? I'd like to know what was going on in between the Legacy comics and the, like, Crucible. That's what I would want the new series to be set in. I'd like to see, like, you know, the founding of the Imperial, like, the Fel Empire with, Jaina founding the Imperial Knights, and, Jag Fel, you know, starting his dynasty. I wouldn't say that I want Legends complete. They want Legends completely gone, given they are re-releasing some of them, the Essential Legends collections, and get some new abridged audiobooks. I mean, where are they gonna get their ideas from if it's gone completely? I know it's about destroying the Sith, but it is also to keep Jedi away from politics. So I'm pretty sure Luke had that mentality of keeping the Jedi away from politics. Which one was this? Lifeless Rock. So we'll do like another moon here. Oh, we'll do it kind of like a line. That's cool. Yes, yes. Like negative, what, 9,000? Oh, too much. Do negative 5,000. And negative 4,500. Perfect. I like it, I like it. Oh, what are we gonna do for backdrop? We did this one. Don't really want to do that one. Well, this one's kind of cool. Let's tilt it up a bit. There we go. I love the Imperial Knights. They are Jedi but with cooler armor. Yeah, they're kind of Jedi, but they serve the office of the Emperor. Sorry, just answering a text quick. To objects. Space prop. Oh no, we don't want space prop. We want marker. Would you have seen George Lucas's sequel trilogy even though it would have most likely contradicted the EU? It sounded fucking dumb. And I don't know if that's something he just whipped up on the spot to kind of give the new people ideas, or if it was like, you know, something he had in mind for a number of years. He had like Darth Maul still alive, and then he had like Darth Talon being his apprentice, even though Darth Talon exists like 200 years after Maul died. I don't know. I think George Lucas should have just stuck with his original idea and just not make any movies after Revenge of the Sith. I would have been perfectly happy if Revenge of the Sith was the last Star Wars movie, and in my mind, at least, and spiritually, Revenge of the Sith is the last Star Wars movie, and nobody can really convince me otherwise. I don't think Lucas ever said that in regards to the prophecy. Oh, are we talking about the Anakin being the chosen one versus Luke? Alright, I'll do attacker entry position. And we'll do space junk on this one because this was another site of a pre-Clone Wars battle. Oh, yeah, just do 180. Defending forces position. Did you attend Star Wars in concert in 2009? Yes, I did. They did come to my, they came to, like, one of the cities in my state. And, my dad took me. It was super fun. I was about 13, I think. Actually, no, I would have been 14, because 2009 was freshman year of high school. But no, it was really fun. That was pre-Tad Larkin days, so I didn't dress up, but there was a whole bunch of people that were dressed up. There were some 501st dudes there, and that's what really inspired me to build my armor. Defending forces. But yeah, I wish they would do another Star Wars in concert, but I know they'd include... There's no way that they could actually do it now, because there's so many fucking movies and TV shows. It's gonna be a sad day when, John Williams passes away. I think he's probably... Him and Hans Zimmer are probably the two most brilliant modern composers. I think they are up there when you talk about like Mozart and Chopin and Bach. I think they're up there. I don't mind Maul becoming a villain for the sequel trilogy. However, it would have to be better than Fate of the Jedi, although I do prefer Plagueis being alive. Plagueis dies during Phantom Menace. I'm pretty sure. Would George have Plagueis still be alive in his sequel trilogy? Right, back to space prompts, so we want space junk. Space lightning, space junk. Do a pile in the middle here. Because, yeah, Yinchor was the site of the Yinchori uprising, and Mace Windu and some Jedi put a stop to the Yinchori trying to fuck around. Well, did they know the Yinchori were sort of egged on by Plagueis and Sidious? I'm at the point with modern Star Wars where I want it to die so they don't bring it to even lower depths. They won't. They'll keep milking the cash cow until it's dry, dry, dry. And then they'll just reboot it again. And again. And again. The Star Wars our great-great-great-great-grandchildren see will be completely different from the Star Wars us and our parents, so... Well, I suppose some of you are young enough for grandparents, too, but that's something I don't want to bloody think about. Being on the cusp of my 30s. Oh, I'm sorry, I just gave myself a little existential dread. Like I was mentioning earlier, more LEGO sets just got revealed, and Nia Num is being made for the first time ever, which is awesome. I thought he was in... I had a B-Wing set. It has to be about like 2006, 2007. I had a B-Wing LEGO set that had a Celestin in it. I don't remember if it was Nia Num. But I think it might have been his brother or cousin. From what you've seen in The Boys, do you think Homelander solos the EU? He's pretty powerful, but I think Luke Skywalker could beat him. Dark Empire Luke Skywalker and Galen Merrick in video game form. Like full on S-canon Galen Merrick could totally together beat Homelander, but I think it'd be kind of a close fight. Because he's pretty fucking stacked. Our grandkids will be seeing 10 months ago in a galaxy far, far away as the opening crawl. What do you think of the original Halo music composers? I don't know who composed the Halo soundtrack, but they're awesome too. But like I said, John Williams and Hans Zimmer are definitely the two best modern composers of our time. Way up there with Bach, Chopin, Tchaikovsky. Ah, yeah, the Lego Star Wars game was pretty cool. Yeah, Martin O'Donnell, he's good. I like the Halo soundtracks. Sometimes, like when I do my map editing when I'm not streaming, I'll listen to like, 10 hours of Halo music or whatever. They'll put those compilation videos up there. I'll do like Halo, Warhammer, Star Wars, and just bop while I do map editing or video editing. Duel of the Fates is great, but I think Battle of the Heroes definitely takes the cake. And just the whole ensemble with the different scenes of You know, like Yoda versus the Senate and everything. They insert some of the Duel of the Fate stuff. I think the entirety of the Revenge of the Sith score will go down in history as John Williams' best work, in my opinion. I'm sure other professionals have different opinions, but that's my opinion. Who's Murray Gold? What did he compose? Or she? Okay, Yinshore, I think looks good. So we'll do files, save as, space, planet, Yinshore. I never played any of the Deus Ex games, so I've never heard the music. Alright, we can now cross Yinshore off the list. And next we have Wylesia, which I believe is in Hut Space. Wylesia Legends. Yep, it's Hut Space, Outer Rim, islands, jungles, mountains. Oh, apparently reeks were native to there. Alright, let's see. It doesn't have any moons. Interesting for an ocean planet. Alright, cool. File. New space. I like to do 20,000. Space Y. Remember to spell this right. Lycia. Wylesia. Okay. It's an outer rim, so we'll do nature. Stars low. Okay. Oh, let me get the chat back up. Maury Gold does the music for Doctor Who, except for the 13th Doctor era. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who is the 13th Doctor. Like I said, I've only seen the Matt Smith and the David Tennant seasons. Okay, so like I said, we'll find like a temperate world with oceans for this one. Objects, props, space prop. Let's go temperate. Temperate flat medium 2. Oh yeah, this one's kind of cool. It's got some polar caps, but we can deal with it. What is your favorite SSD? I like the Bellator class. It's pretty mean looking. But the can't go wrong with a good old Executor class. Negative 3,000. We'll do move this up here. Kind of like that. It's a little too high. Get this guy here. Cool. Hey, love the recent content. Why, thank you, Malin Garrick. Well, a new video should be coming tomorrow. I have it scheduled. I was gonna schedule it for Wednesday, but I decided, give it to a Monday. More people might see it anyway because the 4th, a lot of people might be gone for the 4th, not paying attention to their phones or wherever you guys watch my videos. That's an interesting take. Where do you guys usually watch my videos? You guys watch it on your phones or on your laptops or computers, tablets? Just out of curiosity. Because I find my videos, like with the sound and music that I use, is best enjoyed on like a laptop or a desktop with headphones. Do you still post on Steam? I've been trying to, but Steam, I don't know, Steam screwed up to where I can't really log in and attach my YouTube channel to it. So the last 2 videos I haven't been able to put on Steam, but it's updated until like the last 3 videos ago. But yeah, that's where I got a lot of my content traffic from. Alright, lots of people watching on their phone. Right now on a phone, but most of the time on my PC with a speaker. Yeah, that's how I find it's best to enjoy my videos, because the sound quality doesn't come as good on a phone. So this is a hut planet. Which means I'm not going to do a whole lot of, like, space infrastructure. So we'll do... Space station position. We'll put them, like, right here. Because why not? And we'll just do 1 orbital structure position. Like over here. I watch YouTube on people. What does that mean? It's where I found you 4 years ago. Yeah, like I said, I used to update to Steam all the time, and I will once they fix the, YouTube channel integration, but right now it's broken. But I do usually, like, as soon as a video posts, I upload it to Steam, Facebook, and Discord. And then I've got a couple of affiliate servers that post my videos too with a bot. Attacker entry position we'll have over here. As you can tell, I like them usually coming in from a corner, but I try to mix it up a bit. I don't know why I put a question mark at the end of my statement. Do the Labyrinth of Evil and final few episodes of the 2003 Clone Wars take place simultaneously? Technically, yes. And technically, they're both the same level of canon, making it really one of the only contradictions in the Clone Wars multimedia project. I reconcile it by having Tithe first and then Nalvan, because he doesn't lose his robotic hand on Tithe, but he loses it on Nelvan. And then it's kind of hard to reconcile all the Coruscant stuff, because, Mace Windu and I think Adigalia was there, or no, Stas Ali was there instead of Shakti. And just different characters are doing different things simultaneously. The Padme's story arc in Labyrinth of Evil can still work. Mace Windu's, you're gonna have to play some fucky headcanons there. And Grievous is just all over the place. I tend to take the 2003 Clone Wars over Labyrinth of Evil just because it's visual media. And Star Wars has always been more of like a visual media sort of thing. Not taking away how awesome the story for Labyrinth of Evil is, just we have actual depictions of the events and characters happening. Which makes my job a little easier too. I think that Transfer Essence was an unnatural dark side ability. It was even referenced in the Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, and a few Sith Lords could do it, like Anderu and Vitiate. Defending forces position. We're so close to finishing this list. Alright, cool. What kind of obstacles should I put here? I've done a lot of space junk and nebulas lately. We might want to do some asteroids. Hut Cartel, Black Sun, Yuuzhan Vong, Peace Brigade, Wylesian Republic. Wylesio is a tropical world, 3 small continents located in the Shag, Pobal, Hyperlane. Trying to see if it's near like an asteroid belt or something, but I don't think that helps us out a whole lot. Alright, cool. I'm gonna put some asteroids here anyway. Space prop. Asteroid field large. Have you done Polis Massa yet? Yes, I have. After I finish Wylesia, I'll show you. I love the name White Paint and how your avatar is just white. It's brilliant. Let's move this way. But yeah, I'll show you Polis Massa in a minute here. Just gonna finish up Wylesia. I'm literally just gonna move these asteroids around a bit and then mess with the backdrops, and then we should be cool as a cucumber. Negative 4,000. Let's bring that down a bit. I always thought that the prophecy was referring to Luke, but everybody thought it was referring to Anakin. I don't really know who the prophecy was physically referring to. I think Anakin was the original chosen one, but Luke kind of took the responsibility away from Anakin when he, spoiler alert, proved to not be responsible. It's such a simple question, but it can get surprisingly philosophical when you ponder who is the actual chosen one. And I remember thinking about it when I was younger, and just being like, shit, that's way too deep for me, man. Okay, cool, we got some space props there. Defending forces, position, attacker, entry. Nothing's worse than when you forget some of your markers and then you launch into a space battle and then none of your forces are there because you forgot to put the attacker entry position. Alright, nature. I already know what backdrop I want to use for this one. I like to use this green nebula for a lot of the hut space planets. Cool. I don't know, just because I just always associate hut space with green, and on a lot of the political maps, hut space is always in green. File, save as space planet Wiia. The real chosen one is the audience. The real chosen one was the friends we made along the way. Alright, before we start with the next one, White Paint wanted to see Polis Massa. Space planet PPPP Polis Massa. Here's Polis Massa. Lots of big asteroids floating around. So this space map, when you invade it, will be a nightmare. Pretty much, if you dislike asteroids. So you're going to be maneuvering your fleets around the asteroids so they don't die all the time. And then the ground map is going to be mostly indoors with some outdoor portions. I'm basically going to try to replicate the Battlefront 2 ground map as accurately as I possibly can. But yeah, here you go, white paint. Here's Polis Massa. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of them, but a few of the asteroid planets I've got in here are well, Roche, Smuggler's Run, Kessel, obviously. I should have included Uvu 4, but I didn't. Anyway, Wiia is done. Next, we gotta go to Zaja, and this was one of the planets in the Republic comics, if I remember correctly. Zaja Legends. Yeah, this is an Arctic planet. Yep, it was from Republic 67. Doesn't say anything about moons, but we can mess with those. I did not consider having a land map, but I remember liking the Republic at War mod map of it. Yeah, it's been so long since I played Republic at War. Last time I played Republic at War is when it came out in like I want to say like 2012. I think I was still in high school. Okay. New space. We'll say space Zaja. Oop, there's two A's. Zaja. And this is another fortress world, so it's just the space defenses need to be see, Zaja's in the outer rim, so stars low. Objects. Prop. Space prop. We're so close to the end of the list. Then I can finally start populating all of the Galactic Conquest scenarios. I think I wanted... What'd I say? Urban? No, it's Arctic. What did I put it under? I made these props, by the way. Well, I didn't make them, but I coded them in. Roxas, prop only, or maybe it's Arctic? Did I put it Arctic planet? Asteroid, Alderon, Acclimator. Nope. Maybe I did Frozen. F, 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 F. Forest, Forest, Fake. Nope. Did I do Snow? No, that'd be before that. Ice. I probably did Ice. There we go. Ice. All right. What does Ice 2? What does Ice 1 look like? Ice Flat 1 medium. Oh, that's kind of cool. What about Ice 2? Ooh, I like this one. Let's do Ice 2. Unless, I can't remember, did I do Ice 1 or 2 for Rothana? Let me just check quick here. I was really good at strategy games when I was younger, like elementary school younger. I mean, that's when I first played the Warcraft games. Alright, let's just tentatively save this as Space Planet Zaja. And look at Rothana, which I think was my last Arctic planet I did. Nope, I used the Space 1 prompt. Okay, I just want to make sure like my planets are diversified. Oh, so let's go back to Zaja that we were working on here. Find my grip. Negative 3,000. Got folks still watching the stream. Yep. Let's see. It's not frozen for you guys, right? Pun intended. I started Empire War when I was 9 and Galactic Battlegrounds at 7. See, I just skipped Galactic Battlegrounds and went straight to Empire War. And then, I found Force Commander at a flea market, but I didn't understand, like, computers at the time. So I thought I could just pop it into my dad's gateway and just have it run automatically, but it didn't, because it ran on, like, old systems. Okay, Zaja, so we'll do markers. Space station position. Oh, let's change our sun position here. Oh, where'd you go? Yeah, that's cool. There we go. Shouldn't have the galaxy gone into a financial crisis after the destruction of both Death Stars? I mean, they both costed trillions of credits, if I remember correctly. Yes, but when you're talking about a galactic empire spanning thousands of worlds, each with a population roughly in the billions and millions, the amount of credits that are probably in circulation is probably incalculable to our small brains. So, a project like the Death Star could have been a drop in the bucket. Also, with authoritarian regimes, they kind of dictate the money. Orbital special structure position. I mean, it's not unreasonable to assume that the Death Star probably cost about, the annual budget of a, mid-average, like mid-rim Imperial system. Also, the Death Stars were built with slave labor, so that kind of saves on costs when you're not paying your workers. It's something that gets overlooked quite a bit. Defending forces position here. Here and here. Gonna move this guy up. Did anyone tell Manda-LORE about that guy that said Anakin blew up the Death Star? What? Who said that? I don't understand why they built a second Death Star. Why do they build more Halos? Why do we keep building nuclear bombs? Yeah. Attacker entry position here. Did I already do that? I can't remember. I don't see any little green flags of where I would have put it, so... Safe to assume I didn't. Oh, shit. I accidentally closed out the chat. Uno momento. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh. Copy, paste, paste. It was during the Acolyte interview. I recall seeing an interview with who's the guy who plays Galen Merrick but now does like all the other shit for Disney Canon. His name escapes me, but all I had to say was Galen Merrick, and people know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I saw an interview with him talking about the time he had to remind Dave Filoni that friggin' Padme had already met Anakin Skywalker's mom. I just think it's funny how incompetent everybody at Lucasfilm is now. They'll just let anybody come in and make a Star Wars show or movie these days. Alright, let's do some more asteroids, which are up here, dumbass. I like doing the large asteroid fields. I don't care what anybody says, Obi-Wan blew up the Death Star. I mean, he helped. Certainly helped. Sam Whitworth, thank you. I knew somebody would know what I was talking about. Or who I was talking about, rather. If we were to write a Star Wars show, what would it be about? I'd really just like to make a show adaptation of the Republic Commando novels. I think the Thrawn trilogy needs to be movies, but the Republic Commando novels should definitely be a series. Let's see. We're so close. I think we have 1 or 2 planets left. And then I've got every planet I need for every Galactic Conquest scenario, and I can just start doing the hard part, which is coding. And then I have some guys that'll help me do like the campaigns and whatnot. Well, what would y'all do if you could write a Star Wars show, since they're just handing it out to anybody here? Yeah, I think he's Palpatine in a lot of the new stuff too. He does a lot of voices. Which I'm glad he still works with the franchise, but I'd really like him to be Starkiller again, because that was him. The bloody character was modeled after him too. I'm sure he's not allowed to talk about it. Alright, let's give Zaja a moon or 2. And then we'll move on to the next planet. Ice sphere small. Let's do that. That's a cute little ice ball moon. We'll give it 2. We'll give it a give it like a desert moon too. Um, Desert sphere medium. Yeah, let's do that. Because why not? I'd love a movie set between Attack of the Clones and Phantom Menace where Sifo Dyas investigates Count Dooku and tries to find out who the true Sith Lord is. That would be cool, but Sifo Dyas was actually best friends with Dooku. So I don't know if he'd be investigating Dooku. And it was Plagueis that told Sifo Dyas himself to go place the order for the clone army. Nope, already did this backdrop for the last planet. What about this one? I can't see where this one is. We did this one, I thought. Oh, but it's so pretty. Let's keep it. I like that a lot, actually. It's kind of reminds me of like the Aurora Borealis. Whitwer publicly criticized sequel of Luke while still employed with Lucasfilm. So didn't, what's his face, Mark Hamill. I want to move this up a bit. Alright, cool. I'm happy with it. So I'll do File, Save As, Space, Planet, Zaja. And save. Alright. We can knock that off. And then the last one, we got Zeltros. So let's look up what Zeltros looks like. Hopefully we won't need a custom model. Oh shoot, I might need a custom model. That's pretty pink and yellow. I don't have anything in my prop library that looks like that. It's got 2 moons. Sun is Zel. Ruled by an elective monarchy like Naboo. Interesting. Let's see, it's temperate, forests, lakes, oceans, rivers. There's some urban areas. I can just do a temperate thing for now, and then I can make my own planet prop later. So let's do this. File, new space. This planet Zeltros. And is Zeltros. I think I might have some urban props that look kind of weird like that. Let me just take a look here. It's in the inner rim, so we'll do stars high. Did I make sure this was 20,000? I did. Okay. Oh, let me get the chat back up here. Why did Obi-Wan say Yoda was his master? I know the behind-the-scenes reason, but what's the in-universe reason? Oh, he's probably just referring to the fact that Yoda trains all the younglings. And then they go on to be students, just like the regular Jedi Academy, where they have multiple different masters teaching them different things, like Sindralig and I don't remember who the healer was in the Old Republic Jedi, but Sealgal would have been the healer teacher in New Jedi Order. And then, space prop. And then Jedi will go on to, get selected by masters and knights to be their apprentice. Actually, the first of the Jude Watson books, the Jedi Apprentice series, is Yoda just trying to impress Qui-Gon enough to take him on as a Padawan. I'm sorry, I meant a space movie with the New Republic hunting down Imperial remnants. Thoughts on Leia having a bond with Obi-Wan 10 years after Episode 3 in Disney canon? What? Oh, is that in that Kenobi show? I didn't watch that. So I have no clue. There's a couple urban ones. What about this one? It might work. It's not like it's not like the whole planet is urban though, is the thing. It's like purpley and yellow. Let's try the second urban prop here. Hold on, I gotta find my grip. This kind of has like a similar color, but it's very all... I don't know. It's like, it looks a little too rocky for me. But I do like that it's a similar color. Oh, I'll keep this for now, and then, like I said, maybe I'll make a custom prop in the future, but I'm not going to do that right now. Negative... what? 3,000 is what we normally do. Where the fuck is my grip for the prop? Kenobi Show also made Bail Organa an idiot who almost got Luke killed due to incompetence. And no, Bail Organa is in the Kenobi Show. Alright, cool. It's over a tiny bit here. Move it a tiny bit more. If I can find the fucking grip again. This is annoying. Okay. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit more. Where the fuck did my grip go? It was like down here-ish. Motherfucker. What's your favorite faction when it comes to space fleets? Definitely a fan of the Imperial roster. That's probably the Galactic Empire were the only real space navy in the entire franchise that had their shit together. I mean, even the old Republic Navy was kind of ragtag. Okay, there we go. Move it a little bit more. That's good. I'm happy. Maybe I'll make it 4,000. There we go. Now I'm happier. And it's got 2 moons. A Masquerade. Okay, what did I miss? Well, we're almost at the end of the planet list here. Which means we'll be at the end of the stream soon. I just really want to put these moons in. Probably up by M. Moon large. Oh yeah, I wanted to fuck with the sun too. Before I mess with the moons, let's mess with the sun, because the sun's kind of behind the planet right now. Oh. Okay, let's move it. Oh, I kind of don't want it directly on it. Maybe we'll move it down a bit. Negative 31. Oh no, it's like night. Yeah, I wanted some more purple. Yeah, that works. That works. Alright, so Zeltron, let's see. It was a Republic member state. Don't see anything about during the Clone Wars. In the Cold Wars, the planet was invaded 12 times in the 6 centuries before a battle in 4 ABY. It was never taken over by the Empire. Nothing about during the Clone Wars. So since it's pretty unimportant world, we'll just give it 1 orbital special structure. They won't continue the EU. No even mind to worry about that. Space station position, kind of want like over here-ish. I have the orbital special structure position over here. I'll get the defending forces position kind of in the middle here. Where'd I put my flag? Did I not... Defending forces position. I was gonna say, did I not place it? I did. It's just all the way over here for some reason. It's important the direction of the flag because you want to make sure your reinforcements are not coming in through the planet. At least that's my logic and reasoning behind it. Yeah, fuck it. I'll have the attackers come in from the corner this time. Yeah, it's a pipe dream. I just enjoy what I got. And, just enjoy that they can't fuck with it anymore. Okay, move this guy back a bit. And, I'm feeling in a nebula mood. Let's put some nebulas over here. Before I finish up Zeltron, do any of you guys want to see any of the other space maps I've made? So, like, Alaris Prime, all these ones in red, these ones are completely done. The space and land maps. All the ones in green are just space maps only. But yeah, if you can think of a world while I'm finishing up this map, I can show you the map you want to see. There's at least like 200 on this list that I can show you guys. I can't remember the final count. I think it was like 280 something. So what do you think happened to the Dark Woman post Order 66? Oh, Vader kills her. That was in a comic. Spoiler alert. She dies. Anya Kuro dies. I believe. Wait. I have to double check. Yeah, she dies like around the same time as A New Hope. Yeah, Vader kills her. Yeah, I remembered that when I was rereading the Purge comics for my Dark Times timeline video. Did you know that Filoni introduced a form of time travel called the World Between Worlds in Disney canon? Well, there was already kind of a form of time travel that Jason Solo could do, called flow walking. And that's pretty prominent in the Legacy of the Force books. So, I mean, it depends on the execution. Like, when Jason flow walked, he couldn't, like, mess with anything or interact with anything. He was basically just kind of, like, viewing in time. But I don't know how they handled time travel in that. Nebula. So nebula, large ion. So it's ionized. Actually, no, let's do the non-ion one because it's purple, and I think it'll contrast good with like the purpleness of the planet. I think when I do make my Zeltron planetary prop, I'll use this urban prop as a base to reskin. And then I'll just rename it and hex edit it. I don't think I have Empress Teta in here. I left out a lot of the core worlds. Let me check. Uh, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, no, I don't even have a lot of E planets. Here's Iridan Prime. No, I might put that on the list as something to add, though, because I might need some deep core worlds. Especially for my third year Galactic Conquest scenario, because Grievous, when he attacks Coruscant, he goes through the deep core. But yeah, any other planets y'all like to see? Let's see. Let's keep moving this nebula around here. Up like that. It was used to save Ahsoka from being killed by Vader by pulling forward in time through... Yeah, okay. No, I don't like time travel when it's used as a cop-out to influence flow of events. No thanks. I'll do another one like up over here. That's cool. Set this down like this. Bring this guy up here. And that's cool. Alright, we gotta get a backdrop up in here too. So Zeltron are all pretty hippie, they're all about like free love and all that, so we want something hippy dippy. Oh, that's kinda cool. I think we did this though. Ooh, that's pretty cool too. Eh. I used this one for the Flame Wind of Ocean, so I'm trying to avoid this one. According to the Kenobi show, one of the younglings during Order 66 survives a lightsaber stab from Anakin. Yeah, I've been hearing in a lot of the shows, a lot of people are just surviving lightsaber stabs. And, considering with the whole Darth Maul controversy, I'm not surprised. There's no real, like, what do you call it, consequences in Star Wars anymore. Oh, I used this one for Zaja already. Oh, let me bring this guy down. I can't see him. Ooh, that's pretty. It's got some rainbowies in there too. Yeah, I like that. Did I do Zeltron's moons already? I think it has 2. Let's see. Yep, Zeltron has 2 moons. I don't think I did those yet. Oop. So Toydaria was a planet introduced in TCW, which was mentioned in sources. I wonder how that would have happened. No, Toydaria wasn't introduced in TCW. It was, I think it was introduced in Phantom Menace. When Watto talks about his homeworld, well, the fact that he's Toydarian. Moons. Moons is what I was doing. Okay. Props. Yeah, I heard they had Kiadi Mundi in the Acolyte, which I don't know if... I heard there's controversy about it. I don't know when the Acolyte takes place, so... But a lot of people were peeved about that. Maybe have it on this side? Yeah, because you can at least see the moon. I want this one up. Let's do like 5,000. Not 50,000. No, it's kind of level. Let's do like 8,000. That's cool. I like that. The Acolyte is 100 years before episode 1. So yeah, Kiadi Mundi probably wouldn't be alive then. I'm gonna move this nebula a bit. That's right in the middle of my defending forces fleet. Alright. I think Zaja is all done. And unless anybody wants to see any other planets... Or not Zaja, Zeltron. Right? Zeltros. Zeltron is the species. Space... Planet... Zeltron. Alright. So I'm trying to see what other maps would be cool to show off. Space Planet, Duba, Argonar. Kato Naimoidia, Charos 4. Oh. I know one. This one I'm pretty proud of. I do have Bipfash. I'll show you that in just a minute. Hold on, it's loading. Alright, yeah. Guess what planet this is? This is Roxas Prime. See, I even got the TIE Fighter space station. Technically, this doesn't exist yet, but I don't know. I thought it was cool. I wanted to add it. But yeah, Roxas Prime's got all the space junk. Lots of space junk. But yeah, I'm really happy with how Roxas Prime came out. What I did was I basically took one of the volcanic planets and then I reskinned it with you know, a Roxas Prime texture I found online. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. Alright, Masquerade wants to see Bipfash. Let's open up Bipfash. I don't have a land map for Bipfash yet, but I'll get you the space map. There's Bipfash. It's just kind of a normal, unassuming desert world. Technically, Bipfash, I think, is a dual planet. I think. Bipfash. Yeah, technically, Bipfash is a double planet. But I don't really have the props to show that. Oh, there's double planets in canon? Oh. interesting. Yeah, so this map is more or less a placeholder until I can find a good prop that I could do a double planet with. Because I think if I remember correctly, Bitfash, like one planet is like deserty and the other planet is temperate. I don't know. I'll have to look. Let me get the chat back up. My brother clued me into the modding work you're doing. Looks really promising. Thank you, White Door. Let's see what other maps I'm proud of. Oh, here's the land map for Renvar. This one I'm really proud of because I basically made it look as close to the Battlefront 1 Renvar Harbor map that I could. So I'm really proud of how this one came out. So yeah, this would be like the Republic starting command post, and then you'd walk out on the frozen ice lake, and then come over here. And these are all, you could put infantry on here. These are all coded as infantry only areas. And this little area too is all infantry only. I'm super proud of this map. Oh, it's even got the little ice tunnel that you can go through and get stuck in. But yeah, I'm really proud of how this map came out. Oh, we were talking about the Darth Bane trilogy earlier. And this one I'm super proud of too. So this is Ambria. And it was a combination of descriptions in the book, and then there's also like one of the Wizards of the Coast RPGs that show a map that looks a lot like this, that goes around Lake Nath, which is a lake of just pure dark side force energy. So, yeah, I'm really proud of how this map came out. And I tried to make the lake look as much as the reference images I could make it. And this waterfall was super hard to make. I had to get a special water prop. But yeah, I'm super happy with this one. I don't have a lot of land planets done just yet. Boz Pity I need to redo. It's kind of a shitty one. Ancient, Azure. Oh, Azure Spaceport. This one's pretty cool. I like this one. There wasn't like a whole lot mentioned about Azure, except it's a spaceport that Siritachi, Obi-Wan's girlfriend, dies on. But I thought it was cool to kind of make these 3 choke points here. So the enemy lands like over here, and all of your starting forces are like over here. So basically what you try to do is end up trying to control the choke points. But no, I'm super proud of how this map came out. And then I didn't realize what freaking time it is, so I'll show off one more map, and then I need to get ready for bed here. Polaris Prime's kind of meh. Coruscant is in construction. Eridan Prime I didn't make. Brilliant I didn't make. Decon and Moidia I didn't make. Praetorian is meh. Vajun. This planet Azure, Bogdan, Buzz, Pity, Brental 4. Oh, Iago is pretty cool. This one, unfortunately, I took a lot of inspiration from TCW, but here's Iago with the 1,000 moons, and then it's got the all the space junk with all the electrified ionization. But yeah, unfortunately, I took a lot of inspiration from TCW for this one, but I don't mind it. It's the only time we actually physically ever see Iago, so. But no, I was proud of how close I was able to make this look to the show. I even made like a custom colored planet with like the purpley stuff. I think there was one more that I was really happy with the way it came out recently. Kifu is another one of those double planets, because Kifu and Kifex are pretty close to each other. I have to figure out how to make props for. Will you have maps where repulsor tech is disabled? Yeah, like Jabim is a pretty muddy map that'll have repulsor tech disabled. And then Mimban too, as well. But I call it Circopolis 4 in this mod because that's what it was called under the Old Republic. Killera, I already showed off Roxas Prime. Space Renvar is nothing to talk about. The Wheel, Thule, Tiprin, Tithe, yeah. Oh, I mean, Sluis Van I thought was kind of cool. Because it's got the, I made sure to get the Sluis Van shipyard prop from a free release model pack by Nomada Firefox. And, this was seen in like the Heir to the Empire comics, so. Yeah, I always love doing the shipyard maps. Those are my favorite. Oh, I should show off Kuat. Space Kuat's pretty cool. Redone vanilla space maps. So yeah, in the vanilla game, Kuat is just a planet that has the ring model, but I actually went and I built the rings around it. I just wish they didn't disappear when you got too far away, but yeah, I'm really stoked about how this one turned out. But yeah, anyways, folks, it's getting near my bedtime, so I should probably start getting ready for bed. Thanks for joining with me as I finished up my last space maps of the mod. And, yeah. New videos coming out tomorrow. And, hope you all enjoy it. Alright, see you everybody.